But in terms of lane, Slark is very good into the Broodmother. The only thing you need to be
Mhm.
careful is you just have to kite out the Insatiable Hunger, which this does make me think it's going to be Excel Gyro. This is someone who was running 5 position gyrocopter like a year ago. He kind of like invented the meta around support gyrocopter, to be honest. He was running like a Baden in gyrocopter almost every single game when people were not. And based on the draft right now, that's what I would assume. Probably 5 position gyro, which seems pretty good in lane against the Broodmother, especially when you have the Slark. You have Missile and Rocket Barrage. It's going to be a lot of damage.
Mhm. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of damage between,
10
all
seconds.
that. If I not the Enigma, then that's something they need to play or
We're
have to worry
starting in
about
5
now.
seconds, with or without
Mm, mm, Another left track on the other side there. Yeah, super good against the Slark, so not something they won't have to worry about. And last band coming out from Infamous will probably be. Honestly, I think you want to uh protect the Morphling even more than you already have. I think Enigma happened to be a good band. I think you probably want to get rid of early game silences. This Doom is going to be a problem in the late game no matter what, but something that can kind of deal with the Morphling in the early parts of the game. Get on top of him, not have that massive cooldown to worry about. I think is what you want to go for on Thunder Awaken. So protect that one. Do you think you can fit a silencer in here, or do you think that hero is just dead after the nerfs?
I don't think Silencer is like dead by any means. I think it's still an okay pick. But I would say like right now what they're probably thinking is that like Thunder Awaken's probably gonna flex this Doom to 4, run Gyro 5, and then pick a like different 3. I think that's what Infamous is like currently banning for, but they are
ready.
running out of
That's the
time.
ban.
Okay, they actually get rid of the Marana. So safe hero all around. Good in lane and good at trading with the Treant Protector, which that's I think something they need to try and plan for is how to actually trade with the Treant Morphling lane. But Infamous
Hmm.
definitely need their mid lane hero unless they are planning on putting Tiny there.
Yeah. Mm,
10 seconds.
I don't think Tree and Tiny is going to be a lane though.
5 seconds.
Hmm? No,
You said,
Tiny would potentially be the mid laner. So it's like either Tiny
uh,
Broodmother or it's mid lane. And there's gonna be
we'll
the
go for
Shadow
S.
Fiend. Okay, pretty good into the Ember Spirit.
This
Really
show's
solid lane.
yeah, this show's been picked up more and more lately, which has been kind of surprising. It's been working out really well, though. I gotta say, it's been safe lane more than anything else recently. And it just ends up botting these melee offlaners who need to walk up into the wave.
10
Like
seconds
Shadow
left.
Raid is better than
Well,
ever,
8
just
now.
due to the move speed slow and the turn rate
We're
slow.
starting in
We
5
managed to get
seconds,
2+
with or
stacks
without
off
you.
onto it.
Mm-hmm.
Just due to the massive amount of like space that you have to run people down in the side lanes, SF feels amazing. Way better than it is in the mid lane, actually. The only downside to it is you don't get those raise levels very quickly unless the support like sacks himself and walks out of the lane.
Well, I'm curious what they decide to last pick here on Thunder Awaken. Like I said, it would make sense to me if they decide to just pick a 3 that can play like a little bit behind the Doom, but still somewhat aggressive. Um, so they can actually try and punish
How
the Treant Protector.
how
But
aggressive are we talking here?
something that does a decent amount of physical damage and can kite the hero would be good, just because it is a 0 armor hero that does rely on positioning. But I'm just not entirely sure what that could be. Um, you got to find a way to deal with the Morphling too. I mean, maybe you just make the Doom that, right? Maybe Doom is just gonna eventually doom the Morphling every fight, but
Mm-hmm. Uh, I mean, the only hero that I can really think of that fed all or met all that criteria that you were. Oh god damn it! I'm gonna
what?
need to restart my Dota. I've got like player perspective on.
Dave
I can see
Johnson here,
someone else's
founder
mouse
and
now.
CEO. Let's do this.
That is the
Choose your
opposite of what
hero.
you were talking about. The only hero that I was thinking about was like Tyner, but that one was already banned out, and then maybe a Mars, but that hero doesn't want to sit at the very front. He kind of hops in after somebody else scouts. But they go for Alone on Zeus, then Michael is going to be playing position 4 Ember Spirit.
Honestly,
Excel is
like
going to be on Gyro 5. This is something we haven't seen in a very long time, but it was super effective back in some of these earlier Pro Series.
I specifically remember Michael playing a lot of Ember Spirit, so I know this is like a
Mhm.
definite comfort pick for him. It didn't occur to me initially that they would do this, but it is kind of a nice bait because they get the alone mid lane Zeus. It's a really good matchup. This game in general, they have a ton of burst damage to set this stuff up, so I like this pick a ton. I think this is really, really, really good.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, we'll see how much burst damage this does. I mean, if you get 100 to 0 the Morphling while he's disabled, unfortunately, the only thing that you have to disable him to stop him getting attribute shift off are Missile, which is going to come at you very slowly and doesn't really count, and Doom. You don't have a ton to disable to work with on the Morphle, so Sebas's game is going to be kind of free. You do have things that can lock him in place. Slark Pounce, Ember Spirit Chains, but that's about it.
I will say
I'm worried about the state of this game if this Morphling has a good game, and it sounds like he's going to.
it is a mid Morphling, so should be able to get a decent amount of experience and farm in the mid lane paired up against a Zeus
Hey,
for sure.
look who's back?
Yep. All right, Catchy sounds like he needs a second. Okay, yeah. I've got player perspective. I'm going to restart my Dota real quick. I do not see the dire side of the map.
Unlucky.
Yeah, I was watching some games before this game started. But yeah, I'm concerned about the Morphling. I don't think they have enough lockdown on it. I think this is going to be another game like we saw Wildcard playing yesterday, where the Doom has to hold the world on his shoulders. Devi Lama was that young Atlas.
I'm trying to think how these lanes are going to play out. I said yesterday, or in the last time we saw Thunder Awaken, that I thought Knight is proving to be very strong for this team. And after doing some research for him, obviously he's been a carry player in Eastern Europe for a little while now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, seems to be fitting in pretty well with the Thunder Awaken squad.
Mm-hmm. All right, now I can hear the sound of my own thoughts again. Never mind. I can't see the map anymore. Like, these guys just want to play Dota. They're dropping the line. They're drawing all over the place. Excuse me. Okay, so are you a fan of the support Ember Spirit?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I think Michael is actually just like really, really, really strong on this hero. And I've seen him play this before, and it looked really, really, really good. Oh, and we just got a DC. Are they gonna pause?
Certainly they'll pause in just a second here. Come on.
There it is.
All right. So Michael bought himself boots and then sold his boots and then bought boots again at the beginning of the game. Are you still a fan of this Ember Spirit?
Yep, absolutely. He's gonna own.
Okay. I actually have no idea why he did this. Maybe he's like not sure about what item he wanted to get and changed his mind.
Yeah, maybe.
Mhm. Go Atlantic. I have no idea what they're talking about. Maybe I'm gonna ask Badger what they're saying.
Yeah, do it. Get the translator in there.
Yeah, we need a live translator. If any of you want to join us as our live translator, I only learned to speak one language because I am stupid. Please shoot me an email. You can reach me at neph@nouns.gg. Okay, they're talking about gambling.
Ah, nice.
Not on these games. Hold on. Let me be completely clear. Not on these games. They're talking about online blackjack, and they're calling it alone a bad influence.
Ah, nice.
Mhm.
You know, it's a really good way
And
to
they're
lose
saying
money.
that slating counts cards.
You know, it's
Go
a
ahead.
really good way to lose money.
Eating at Burger King every day.
Well, yes, but playing blackjack,
Why is that?
because it's literally a guaranteed way to lose money.
Oh, right. There's like the game is like figured out, right? And There's like a formula of when you should hit and when you should stay.
Yeah, there's like a literal playbook, but statistically, you're not ever likely to win. Like you can win, but over the long term, blackjack, the house always wins. So it's like, you know, people who are like, "Oh, I play blackjack for a living," and I'm like, "No, you don't." It's just not a thing. You can play poker for a living, you know, and be better at other people at poker, but you can't be better at the house in blackjack because there's no such thing. You just lose eventually.
Blackjack has the best odds of winning. The house is just a 1% advantage in most casinos, it says.
No.
It's a 1% advantage. I mean, that's not that much of an advantage, but you know, if you play hundreds across like hundreds or thousands of games, yeah, you're gonna end up losing a lot of money. Look, losing money is fun.
Totally, dude.
You don't get it. You don't get it.
I mean, there's a lot of like fun card games you can play where like you don't lose money, but blackjack is not one of those. That is like one of those games where like you play and then you're like, "Oh, cool. I lost a lot of money."
All right. Well, we've been talking about blackjack longer than the players are. We can get back to talking about the video game here.
What video game? We're still paused, Neph. You know what we should
can
talk
break down
about?
the lanes and whatnot for people. We'll talk about 5 gyro. What are we going to talk about?
The fact that a new chest was supposed to drop today in the Dota Plus update, and it hasn't happened, which means it's going to happen in the middle of our tournament.
It did drop today.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You want to see it?
Okay, you're just lying.
No, I've got a picture. You can pull it up for the stream right now if you want.
Nope.
I'm serious.
Nope, you're joking with me, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm not sure how easy it is for you to pull this up on the stream, but this is the picture of the new treasure. It's called the !G preview item def.
Is it actually in game like this right now?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
How do I spend points again? Where is this?
You can't actually purchase it, I don't believe.
Where do you spend points? Ah, yes, there it is. Classic. Yeah, it's supposed to come out today, but it's not out yet, so it'll drop at some point.
There it is. It's right there.
Very excited for that to delay our games today.
I'm sure it'll. Look, it'll be a smooth update. It'll take like 10 minutes. It'll happen when it's in the middle of one of our other games, so it won't delay it at all. It's gonna be sick. There's gonna be a Valve dev looking at the BTS Pro Series. He's gonna wait for the game to start. Then he's gonna say, "All right, time to drop the update."
Didn't the last time they added one of these chests to the game like break the lobbies for like 3 hours?
I don't recall.
I'm pretty sure that happened. Like the lobbies all broke.
I'm sure they'd get them fixed not long after that. Nobody plays in-houses anymore anyways.
I actually have a lot of faith in this update. You know, like the patch for the game, kind of small, but what they were really doing was saving the real patch for the Dota Plus update. So all these people who have been investing in the Dota Plus for the last, you know, several years, myself included, with my Platinum Premium exclusive membership, it's literally $300 a month. I don't know if you know that, but it's worth it. But anyway, all of that investment's finally going to pay off, and they're going to do some sick updates with the Dota Plus today. It's going to be really cool.
I believe it. I personally don't care. I buy the seasonal plus treasure chests every so often when they come out, and I keep Dota Plus because I like looking at death summaries, and I think it is very helpful.
That's not available outside of Dota Plus?
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of pay to win, actually.
Yeah, death summaries. You can figure out exactly how you died. Look at your damage breakdown. You figure out what item to build afterwards if you're not paying attention.
All right, Dota's a pay-to-win game, everybody. I had no idea. I thought that was just for everyone.
It's
but
not. I mean, if you're just paying attention and you look at what hits you.
Ooh, I'm left. I just pay attention to the game. All right, buddy.
I don't.
Not
pay
everyone's
attention.
as smart as you.
How am I supposed to pay attention when I've got like 3 monitors and I've got like 10 different things open?
Dude, that game yesterday where the Doom got stunned for 7 seconds straight by Torrents, he would have never known because you don't get re-tossed into the air. It just refreshes the stun. He would have had no idea why it was still stunned if he didn't have Dota Plus.
I mean, you would know that it was just a bunch of... You'd see the debuff on your hero.
Yeah, but you would have been like, I'm not being tossed around, you know? I'd be like, what's happening? It's bugged, you know? And you'd be, then
Oh
you'd be
yeah,
like,
because you just don't move when
excuse
2
me,
Torrents hit you in a row.
Yeah, you just stand still and then you just keep refreshing your stun bar and you're like, what? Yeah, you stunned for 7 seconds. That was nuts.
What can you do? 1 minute of pause time remaining for Infamous.
There we are,
Almost
Badger.
under the
Hit him with the
entire-
book.
Get their asses, Badger.
It says he's connected, but his hero is not. There it is. Okay. I was like, his hero is still red on the minimap, which means he hasn't totally logged in yet. Okay. So almost all of Infamous's pause time blown at the start of the game as we are finally getting ready to start this one off.
Are they talking in Russian now? But yeah, they've gone through almost all their pause time. It looks like then we could. Okay, no, Sebas is ready to go. So really hoping that someone doesn't DC here. They have a really messed up use of all their pause time because the game just has to keep rolling at that point.
All right. So what happens if they like go to try and pause again and they are out of pause time? Is it just like an instant unpause by the admin or something?
Yeah, the admin will just unpause it.
Oh, that's an instant D word. Sladen, when he plays sword,
Yeah.
Knights just high five. Oh no.
I hate to see it. Not as much of a problem usually for most heroes. I mean, walking up to the hill like that.
Oh my god. Knights being very taunting here.
Well, that went bad quickly.
All right, gang. 30 seconds.
Easy golden XP. Look at that. Already partway to level 2. Incredible.
Huge. Did Excel get some
I'm
of the XP
surprised-
too? He did not. So they gave all that solo XP to Knight, which could be a big deal because that could mean for an early level 2 in either the pounce or the. I'm assuming he'll just go S and shift 1 pounce 2. Okay, we are paused again.
Oh my god! Let us watch Dota, please. Alright.
I hope your shoulders are broad enough.
Badger
for
just
full sacks of flour.
screenshot a
Get the
picture
crowd.
of the-
You will
the
be
timer and
carrying
send it
your
to me.
teammate.
Oh god.
Infamous has 18.8 seconds of pause time left.
18.8 seconds. That's a very accurate number. Badger
Yeah.
does not mess around.
Yeah. Man's got the time. They got the stopwatch up beside him. Fucking hammers his fist down on it. Anyways, I'm surprised that they didn't end up giving the solo XP to the Zeus in the mid lane just to give him an advantage over the Morphling. 50 XP does go a long way in the mid lane matchup if you get level 2 before your opponent.
I'm okay with it going to the Sark because, like I said, he's actually going to hit level 2 really fast in this safe lane. And they have a lot of kill threat the moment he does. Like, he's got an Essence Shift level 1. He'll pick up Pounce at level 2. Either the Tiny or the Broodmother have to be very careful.
Dude, look at these body blocks coming up from Michael. Sladen tries to do the creep pull.
Yeah.
He tried to toss Michael and messed it up as well. So he's just taking a lot of damage here.
0 armor hero, right? Ember Spirit. He could block on the low ground here and the creeps would re-aggro, but decided to keep chasing there.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to send out regen right now on Tiny. What's he got? All right, he's got 3 tangos. It's something. And Michael's just going to sit. Uh-oh. All right, yeah, Courier's going to be fine. I was concerned about it walking to the tower range there, but no, Michael's got his eyes on everything. The man don't miss a single thing happening on the map, you know?
Never.
And just
never
a
would.
genius.
Dude, he's actually... Like, I don't know if he's going to kill Sladen here, but he's just going to farm a whole wave, get level 2 if Sladen doesn't get a deny, and then Sladen's going to die. So he needs to be very careful.
Yeah. Lightning needs to send even more regen out again. Yeah, he's gonna buy another 3 tangos.
And this whole thing happening bottom is great for Knight because again, he got that early level 2. He's got a good XP advantage, and Oscar needs to kind of respect the Slark a little bit.
Yeah. I think Slark might go for the Tiny there. Tiny has a lot of base HP, 800. Even though he's like sitting at below, he's sitting at like 30% HP. He still had like 300 HP left, which would have struggled to blow him up, but especially now these level 2, he has Toss and Avalanche to work with.
So we haven't really talked about either of the other lanes because there's just been a really interesting series of events happening bottom. But
we've been here for a long time. We haven't talked about much because of the pauses.
That is true. We talked about Dota Plus, the sick update coming soon. But we have the off-lane Doom, with the support gyrocopter of Excel. They did just swap the lanes of the 4 and 5. They obviously Excel's still the 5 position, but they just wanted the matchups this way. So Excel trying to stack in the jungle. Gonna get blocked here by Catyu. Very nicely done by him. But he'll just go yoink the bounty rune on the other side of the map.
Yep. Yoink. Always good to grab those, stop the enemy mid laners from picking them up. I believe that they had vision of that one being taken because, yeah, they do. Because that observer ward plays deep inside the jungle, so it's not going to be able to move back and grab that with his bottle on the Morphling. Nice block there. He's trying to block it right now on Catyu. So Excel was trying to pull the creep wave back around. Catyu pulls the hard camp into the creep wave. Nice schmoves there.
Oh, yeah. Advanced movement, I think, is what we refer to it as usually. I'm curious what Michael's going to pick up on the support Ember. Like, if he wants to go for, like, a Orb of Corrosion or anything like that, but...
Yeah, what I'm curious about is what this Broodmother is going to be building. Because, again, the is they seem a little bit lost now that everyone isn't just copying the Tundra build on the Broodmother, where you just go Wraith Pact type of insight, damage reduction spam.
For the longest time, everyone was going the Wraith Pact anyway, but top lane, triple raise onto the Doom. He's got the Cloak aura, which helps him out quite a bit, but he is still completely alone in the lane. The first blood is finally going to go to Kataro on the Shadow Fiend, and we saw his SF yesterday, man. He is very good at this hero. Oh, Morphling just solo died mid. 3 points in Lightning Bolt. Oh, my lord.
I didn't see how that one happened, but you were sitting at only 9 strength on the Morphling. I think maybe he was trying to attribute shift back up, but with only 2 points in it, he probably couldn't do it too quickly.
I'm so glad I pay for death summaries that don't work. God, come on, man. Catyu blocking the hard camp again from Excel. Dude, this guy's on it. That Leech Seed is such a good trade. The heal aura, I believe, is like 600, isn't it? 650. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yep. Also, if you're sitting beside trees, you gain more HP. Regen amp is up by 40%.
Yeah, for nature's guys.
Yep.
Super good. Super good. Sabas just getting really aggressive in the mid lane. He's got Slade in here, and he's going to try and just dump the...
Oh my god! What a disgusting amount of damage.
Bruh, that is not okay. And they are actually going to just punish Sladen as well. Double kill for Alone. He's 3-0 out of the mid lane Zeus. It's working.
Yeah, it's rare for people to go for this max lightning bolt skill build these days. Out of the mid lane especially, just arc lightning is usually maxed out. You have some points into heavenly jump, so you're able to escape, but he's going all in on this aggression, and it is working, and the man finds an arcane rune.
Oh boy. I actually like the max lightning bolt out of the mid lane, just because you can gank. You usually have such a high level advantage that any side lane hero basically dies to a couple lightning bolts. Meanwhile, top lane, a really big dive here is Catyu and Katara underneath the tower. They almost managed to get the Doom, but he's going to be just fine. Ooh, rough salve there.
You hate to see it.
Baited by the Cardi.
You wanted it. When you prevent a bit of damage on your tower just by getting the Devour off there, but yeah. Having your salve immediately interrupted means you're not going to be able to run it this SF as soon as you have Doom up at level 6. He's getting closer to it now, though. It is something I thought the SF might have to be careful of. You have the movement speed aura on Doom to help you gap a distance alongside the Scorched Earth, but he didn't opt to go for phase boots this game, which we normally see.
Alone in the top lane here with Excel. He's going to try and TP out. Does it come through in time? It doesn't even matter.
Nothing's that arcane rune.
It's the arcane rune, man. Actually is. The reduced cooldown, the extra mana.
The reduced cooldown allows him to get the second lightning bolt off in the middle of the TP.
Yeah.
So he waited for the TP. He reacted just a fraction of a second too slow on TPing out.
Alone's going to get at you as well. Ooh. Never mind. Missed with the bolt.
Yeah. Not so easy.
That being said, Excel's going to chase him with a missile, and he's still got the arcane
now he's going
rune.
to die.
Alone scouting for a TP.
6 seconds. He's going to ult him, and then he's going to drop the lightning bolt. Oh,
yeah, he just
catches
catches him. Yeah. Knows exactly where he's at. And Alone is on a mega kill. At 8 minutes into the game, he's 5-0 on this mid Zeus.
Yeah, man's looking good. He's shut down the Morphling game reasonably well. I didn't think there's... Oh no, Taro ends up running right into the Doom.
And the namesake comes out. Shadow Fiend goes down. Dude, Doom is level 6 as well. That's nuts. I mean, I guess it's not that surprising to see as the offlaner, but with how much, like... I feel like they were fighting in that lane. It's a little bit surprising. Meanwhile, bottom, like Oscar is not level 6 and Slark is 7.5. He's having an absolute free game on this Slark.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks.
So far, it's looking like Thunder Awaken are hitting their groove right now, for sure.
Really taking a beating.
Giving up mid tower though, is this worth it?
No. The question is if you're actually giving up mid tower, because they're reacting pretty quickly here.
Sladen gonna get caught by the missile. Excel gets tossed onto Sabas. The burst damage trying to come through. His Knight will hold Tiny in place, pick up his first permanent Agi stack of the game.
So the answer to that question is no, they are not going to give up the mid tower.
I mean, it was a lot of damage still, I feel like.
Yeah, it was a lot of damage, but they reacted to that reasonably quickly, and they even managed to find a kill off on Tiny while they do that. Brood is trying to put the pressure in and punish all those TP rotations to the mid lane now, and do as much as he can to the bottom lane. You're not going to be able to find a kill on the Slark here. In fact, Slark was maxed out the Dark Pack. I like this. Is going to be able to clear out this wave as quickly as possible.
Yep.
Stop Brood from being able to push this one safe without his fighters getting damaged.
He's going to see the SF there thanks to the bonus night vision and just leap on out of that one. That's a big note.
Yep. So
he's going to know they have a ward here, so he'll eventually deward that one. But
yeah,
trading towers most
mid,
likely.
They'll now, try to go bottom. TPs are still on cooldown. And Cat, you're getting run down inside the trees here. Yeah, they're gonna try to trade towers. The tree protector cleaned up. They should make quick work of this one, and also gonna make very quick work of the bottom tower.
All right, Broodmother finally hitting her stride here in the bottom lane. As she did get left alone for a little bit thanks to the mid lane push, and has recovered quite nicely. So trade on the side lane towers, of course, but for the most part. The game's looking very good for the cores on Thunder Awaken right now. Sabas with a haste rune. But
yep. This is kind of what we've come to expect though. When you're playing against a Broodmother, you will start winning like the very early engagements, as long as your lane doesn't get absolutely decimated. Until the Broodmother gets her first couple items. This game she's going to be going for the pipe first. You're playing against a Zeus. You have to keep in mind that there's a lot of magic uses. It's 30 that you get on your hero, then 15% to all of your allies. So you get like 55% magic resist on yourself after the like the scale down reductions, and then you have the massive damage reduction from the berry here. I think it's overall this probably easier for the Zeus now than it was before. Now that your spell reduction doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Just due to the fact that Zeus could never actually hit the Wraith Pact totem.
Alone having some fun with Thunder God's Wrath in the mid lane. He does need to be a little bit careful though, as Sladen is somewhat nearby. When he sees him. Dude, he is really testing Sabas right now.
Yeah. Savas is struggling. I didn't think the Morph would be struggling like this game. I thought it would be pretty free, but you know, Alone reacted properly to this one and goes, "Okay, you want to go all agility Morph? Like I'll just max out my lightning bolt, easy."
Invis rune picked up here on the top side of the map as they head into the jungle. Catyu gonna get scouted here, but they're just slowly working on the mid lane. So Michael did go the Orb of Corrosion, kind of what I expected. Call down coming through. Tiny just gonna get bursted so fast. Alone will be able to clean up that kill with just one more auto attack, and Michael gets away, just barely throws a defensive remnant. They're trying to bring down the Morph, but does manage to keep himself topped off, so he's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Backside of the fight, though, Doom is looking.
Toss actually connected with the Ember Spirit there while he was in the invulnerable part of his Fire Remnant activation.
Oh, really?
So we didn't go down there. Yeah.
Oh, that's
He's
nice.
got 3 points into the toss that would have killed the Ember Spirit there, I'm pretty sure.
Knight is huge. He has the Echo Saber done. He is already 1.5 components into his Aghanim Scepter, which is going to be a really big pickup this game. I don't know if they have like a really good way of dealing with the Slark once he picks up like Aghanim Scepter and Mage Slayer, because the Mage Slayer is absolutely essential. Once he has that, he is super tanky.
Yeah, they don't have a great way of dealing with him. Again, the best thing you have is like the Treant Protector, and you're able to Dark Pact off the majority of his spells. You can Dark Pact off the debuff from the SF. I don't think you're ever really that concerned about the Broodmother on the Slark.
Nice rotation in the mid lane there from Oscar to clean up the tower. There's not really a good Broodmother counter at the moment, since it is kind of just flat cannon normally, but this is a support gyro. Sladen. Toss gonna end up sending Slark onto Sabas. He's gonna go and immediately pop the Shadow Dance and try and just bring down the Tiny before the fight even starts. So they will just settle for the one, but a smoked up duo here from Thunder Awaken. They're looking for Oscar. Actually, are they gonna head into the jungle? We'll see.
They're gonna find Oscar here.
Oh yeah, they find him. Oh, the Searing Chains does manage to connect onto the Brood.
With all those fighters there? Ah, come on, man.
I mean, I don't know how they kill him, though, is the thing. He's got a Head of Defiance. He's got 17 wand charges.
Yeah, you definitely want to upgrade to the pipe, though. Dude, the difference between the Hood of Defiance magic resist and the pipe magic resist is actually insane.
Yeah. Previously, it was really weird because pipe like didn't really have a great base regen. Or base magic resistance, I think, wasn't it? It was like not much more.
It was like you got 15% and then you gave all of your allies and yourself the aura.
There's still bottom looking for Oscar here. He pops the stick, still keeping himself very healthy. The question is, can they actually finish him off one more Thunderbolt? He's just barely out of mana. Michael, though, will go forward to clean him up. So a lot of resources expended. And a response immediately to the bottom lane here from 2 of Infamous, but it's not going to be in time.
Yeah, anyways, how pipe used to... Catyu's getting gone on here. I'll get back to that tidbit in a second.
Yeah, Doom very happy to get himself a little freebie. Well, Michael might be the one who grabs another kill instead. Backside of the fight, Excel's actually chasing the gyro. Managed to do a decent chunk of damage. Sabas trying to help split it for the moment, but you're going to lose the Shadow Fiend anyway. All set up there just by a 5-position gyro. Like I said, people underestimate this hero's damage output, man. It's a lot.
They really do. Morphling managed to get the waveform off in the middle of the cast animation from the Doom, but he TP'd over there and has to walk straight back to base afterwards. Look at the absolute state of this Morphling's net worth right now. He's at 5.7k here at 50 minutes in. He has not been able to hit creeps this game.
That's like a, you know, like morph mod check, you know? That's what that is right there.
Yeah. And I got even worse news. You can't just, you know, pause the game and talk your way through it, because unfortunately we only have 18.8 seconds of pause time left.
Bottom lane, Knight looking for Oscar. First pounce connects. That's going to be the Aghanim Scepter reveal. The second pounce coming through as well. He's still got the Shadow Dance. Oscar into the trees, but there's going to be a lone. Going to get scouted by an Avalanche now. Sladen here. Comes through, but a nice pounce once again from Knight. He's just stacking up those Essence Shifts and the Slight Chains onto the Treant. Gonna buy him space with a BKB comes out from Doom right away. Knight's now on a killing spree. Dude, the pounce
Finds a couple
change
quick
where you
ones.
just instantly get those agi stacks from Essence is so good. That was like one of the
Yeah,
best
it-
quality life changes for this hero.
Yeah, it's really what changed people over and started getting them to actually build the item scepter as an early item. Because before you just wouldn't have the damage. After they took the pounce damage away from it,
Hmm.
it was barely worth picking up anymore. But
Now
it feels good. Clears out the mid tower now on Knight. Oh right, the pipe bit I was getting off about. I forget exactly what patch they changed it on, but pipe used to give you part of the base resistance of it, and then it would give it to yourself and all your allies in the aura, a lot like how Assault Cross works. But somewhere along the line, they changed it, so now it gives you the full 30% magic resist and a 15% aura.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Is pipe too good? I would say yes.
Yeah, they just keep buffing it, man. Nice little pick off there. He was coming in for a little ward, but obviously not much he can do about that. It's kind of funny, though. He sacrifices some life for a D ward. Alone bottom lane is in super... No way! He does it again! Dude, you can't keep getting away with this on the Zeus, and now Knight turns his attention, able to finish off Cat. They're looking maybe for more.
How many levels did...
Sabas is in shambles, man.
Yeah.
He needs to get like a Mage Slayer or something. Oh, Tiny, been caught by Knight. The second pounce comes through. You're not getting away this time. And Slark is a problem, man. Mage Slayer done. On his way to the Shard, even a Scotty maybe.
You know, on the bright side, the Treant Protector got like almost 2,000 XP from that kill on Zeus.
Yeah,
Because
that's
he
the
was the only
bright
one
side.
around for it.
That's definitely the bright side.
Unfortunately, I don't think this game was getting any easier for your team, and I don't think that XP on Zeus is going to help too much. Pipe is completed on Oscar, by the way, so the Spider is going to be able to survive a large duration of the Scorched Earth, but not all of it. Now they get cleaned
Not
up.
with the Flame Guard as well. And support arriving here to keep Oscar alive. They're not willing to commit the Doom quite yet. Nice slight chains again to try and make some space. Excel in the mid lane, kind of baiting as they get the pounce onto the Morphling. And a second pounce is available. That's going to hold him down for sure. Instant Dispel on the Slark. He's still got the Depth Shroud, drops it, keeping himself nice and topped off, staying on top of Kataro. They do it. The Overgrowth doesn't connect onto the Slark. He's just going to go one to the next. The Doom catching the Broodmother on the backside of the fight. Tiny held in place by the slight chains of Michael. They're crumbling on the side of Infamous. A 5-for-1. This is a bloodbath,
Nothing managed
man.
to connect with that Slark there. The Overgrowth ends up getting dispelled instantly. The Shadowfiend ultimate ends up getting dispelled instantly. Everything is just off of him right away. Slark, you did that entire fight interrupted. Show me that fight recap. I want to see the damage.
I
from
would
that
also
guy.
love to see the fight recap, but
You know,
hello,
sometimes
Gabe.
unlucky.
Gabe, give me the fight recap.
Give me.
All right, I guess I'll just hit Shadowfiend's death summary. Mostly Slark, actually. Yeah. Just quick do the math. Add them all up by hand. It'll be fine.
Not surprising. Knight ends up being as much of a threat of this Zeus, if not more at this point. He's now at the top of the net worth, and he's going for the Eye of Sky next to make himself unbelievably tanky. You mentioned it yourself.
Oh,
Ooh, that'll scout them out.
My lord.
They're running for it.
All right. Well, there was a Morphling
Dude,
there for like a
okay, no.
quarter second. He literally went 100 to 0. I don't know if you noticed that.
He did just disappear.
No, like
That's
literally
it. They GG'd out.
in a quarter second he died. Actual
They GG'd
quarter
out.
second. Yeah.
They just disconnected. 20-minute game. Hold on. We had almost as much pause time as we had game.
Don't say that to me now. It's too early in the morning for that.
Oh boy. This was a bit of a disaster. Thunder Awaken showing off their strength. And I was told
Seasonal
that the matches-
terrain.
Let's go-
Winter.
Wait, I already got that when I signed on today.
Okay, Valve. Thanks. I got.
You just got it later than everyone else.
Thanks. All right. That's typical.
Mm-hmm. All right. Back on topic though. Quite a way to start the day. I mean, Thunder Awaken, I think the magic number for them to make it to the playoff was just winning this match today. Badger ended up sending me a massive.
Dude, he sent me a novel.
Yeah, he did. I woke up to like 100 DMs, and Badger's was by far the longest.
Yeah, it's a literal short story that breaks down every potential standing based on today's games, and I was like, bruh,
This is
TLDR, I
why
can't
he's the
read.
admin and we're stupid casters.
He knows we can't read. That's the thing. I don't understand why he sends these things to us. We can't help.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, absolutely an incredible game by Thunder Awaken. 6-0 on a Slark. Perfect Slark pick, honestly. There was almost nothing Infamous could respond with in that last pick to kind of deal with it, which was really smart. And then, of course, mid lane Zeus, the last pick, super smart tech, put Michael on the Ember Spirit. Gyro, of course, in the support position for Excel is just super comfort for him. I think Thunder Awaken like got a lot out of this. They kind of baited Infamous, I think, in this draft quite a bit.
Mhm.
But
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they're going to be rethinking the Morphling. Maybe a lot of teams are going to be rethinking this Broodmother after these last couple of matches. It hasn't been looking so hot
it has
without
not.
this Wraith Pact build. Like, yeah, they ended up nerfing the hero itself a little bit. The Aghanim Scepter and the vision radius of the spiders was decreased from 700 to 400. But I really think it was the item changes that are doing the
It is.
Broodmother in right now. So it'll start to fall off, and I think Doom's popularity is going to continue to go up. The Scorched Earth change just feels really good.
It's that plus it's again almost everything in this patch that we're seeing the big changes comes from the fact that like heroes aren't being forced to build Wraith Pact and pipe every game. So the
Mhm.
types of heroes that can be played is now massively different just from that single
Mhm.
change, which is great because we were both really sick of it. I have some thoughts on the Broodmother still, but we're gonna go to a short break and we'll be back here with game number 2 of Thunder Awaken versus Infamous. Should hopefully be exciting. We'll see what happens. We'll see y'all after the break.